There's a peculiar anxiety that visits in quiet moments. The sense that time is slipping away, that life is moving faster than you can keep up, that somehow you're running out. Not of years necessarily, but of time for the things that matter. Time to become who you meant to be. Time to do what you always said you would. This feeling has psychology behind it, and understanding why might help you carry it more lightly. Time doesn't move at a constant pace, not psychologically. When you were young, summers felt endless. Time stretched out before you, abundant and infinite, but somewhere along the way, it began to accelerate. Now years vanish. Seasons blur together. You blink and it's somehow next year already. This isn't imagination. It's a documented phenomenon psychologists call time perception acceleration. As we age, each year becomes a smaller fraction of our total lived experience. Your brain processes familiar experiences faster than novel ones. And as life becomes more routine, more predictable, time compresses. The days feel long, but the years, terrifyingly short. But the acceleration isn't what creates the anxiety. It's the awareness. Somewhere in your 20s or 30s, a realization arrives uninvited. Your time is finite, limited, already half gone perhaps. You look back and wonder where it all went. You look forward and see the remaining years shrinking. And suddenly, urgency sets in. All those dreams you postponed, all those things you'd do someday, all those experiences you promised yourself, someday is running out. Then there's the comparison trap. You see others your age who seem further along, who've achieved more, built more, become more, and you feel behind. Social media amplifies this mercilessly. Every day brings evidence of others accomplishing, progressing, becoming, while you remain stuck. But here's what that comparison hides. Everyone feels this. Even those who seem furthest ahead feel the same urgency, the same sense of running out, because no amount of achievement silences the whisper. The race isn't with others, it's with yourself, with time, with mortality. And that race, no one wins. Perhaps the deepest fear isn't running out of time. It's running out of time without having truly lived the life you're afraid of missing. You might already be missing it, not because time ran out, but because you were never fully present to begin with. So what do you do with this feeling? Perhaps you stop seeing it as a problem to solve. The awareness that time is limited isn't pathological. It's not anxiety to be cured, it's consciousness, awakeness, the recognition that your existence is temporary and therefore precious. Every moment you have is a moment you won't get back. Yes, that's sobering, even frightening, but it's also sacred. You're running out of time. This is true, but you always were. From the moment you were born, the clock started counting down. The urgency isn't new. You're just finally aware of it. And maybe that awareness is a gift. Not a comfortable one, but a gift nonetheless. Because here's what that urgency offers. Permission to stop waiting. Permission to stop performing for some imagined audience. Permission to live as if time is limited, because it is. What would you do differently if you truly accepted that your time is finite? What would you stop postponing? What would you stop pretending matters? What would you finally say? Finally try? Finally let yourself feel? The anxiety about running out of time often prevents us from asking these questions. We stay busy, distracted, numb. But the feeling, if you let it, can wake you up. Not to panic, not to frantic achievement, but to presence, to the radical act of being here, now, fully alive to this moment, which is the only moment you ever actually have. So yes, You're running out of time. We all are. Every moment that passes is a moment you'll never see again. Every day is one fewer than you had yesterday. This is terrifying, but it's also everything, because limited time is what makes moments matter. Mortality is what makes life precious. The fact that this ends is why any of it means anything at all. You're not running out of time because you're behind, or because you haven't achieved enough, or because you've wasted years. You're running out of time because you're alive, and alive things end. The question isn't how to stop the clock, it's what you'll do with the time you still have, right now, in this moment, which is the only one that exists. If this resonated, perhaps you'll subscribe. More reflections on being human await. And in the comments, what are you still waiting for? What would you do if you truly accepted your time was limited? The clock is ticking. For all of us, together. Maybe that shared mortality is the most human thing about us.